Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week. How are you? Happy Monday. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. And happy Canada Day. So for those of you who are in Canada, who are sprinkled around the world and are Canadians, happy Canada Day to you. Thank you so much for clicking here. And soon, very soon, it will be Independence Day that we'll be celebrating, right? But today it is Canada Day, so thanks so much for clicking here today. Now, I'm going to do a reading as I do each Monday. I do it for the entire collective. I do readings from Aries to Pisces. We're going to go through each one for a couple of minutes, find out what the energy is for this week. There is a full reading about this week, and it was back there. So last week, I always read for the week ahead. So this is the only reading that I do is in real time. So thank you so much for wanting to watch this video today. So if you're my ride or die and you're here all the time, clicking, viewing, subscribing, being in the comments, all the ways you love me, thank you so much. I appreciate you. There's more bonus reads coming up this week for you. And for those of you who are brand new, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking here. And that subscription button is in the bottom right-hand corner. Let's get to it. Enough of the blah, blah. I just want to thank all of you for those of you who did take advantage of the 10% off of the private reads. It is now closed. The 10% is closed, but private reads are still open. So if you choose to book, you could do that. If you'd like to do that, all the information you need is in the pinned comment below if you'd like to book a private read for your energy. All right, Aries, here we go, my friend. Let's find what's coming up this week. Look, we're in July. We've almost burned through the first half of the year, right? Let's find out what is going on for you, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Aries. Aries, sometimes it's going to be love. Sometimes it'll be other things. I'm going to read whatever the cards tell me. Tell me about Aries, please. Tell me about Aries. What's coming up for Aries? We do have the Four of Swords. Aries, I feel like you're healing, I want to say. You're in some sort of energy where you're not necessarily reaching out to a lot of people. I feel like you're keeping most of your energy to yourself, and maybe you're connecting with people now and again. It feels like we've got Four of Swords energy here. It feels like you're trying to get into some sort of a balanced energy, a balanced mental energy. This is stability. The fours are always about stability. Trying to balance yourself, balance your chakras, balance your energy, balance the mind. Tell me about the Four of Swords. What's going on here this week? We do have the Three of Wands. I think that you've been waiting for some relief from something. That's what it feels like. Somebody here has been waiting for some healing to arrive. Why can't I heal from this particular thing? Tell me about the Three of Wands. Why is the Three of Wands here? We do have the Fool. And we have the Eight of Swords. So somebody here, I want to say that there's too much going on in the mind. It's time to quiet the mind. That's why the Four of Swords is here. It's time to quiet the mind, get some stability, my friend, and figure out what it is that your next plan is. The Three of Wands is telling me that you're waiting for some sort of a new chapter or to clear a slate and to begin moving forward towards something. But it's thoughts that are keeping you stuck in your head. It's the what ifs, right? The woulda, coulda, shouldas. Maybe it's too late. It's all of those what if things, right? That's what it feels like here. So I do have somebody here who wishes to go, is waiting to open some sort of a new chapter here. Tell me about this Four of Swords here. Why are you in healing? Why are you trying to get this stability here? Tell me about Aries. We've got the King of Stars, which is the Pentacles in this deck. We've got the High Priestess, and we've got the Lovers. So I really do feel like there is somebody here who is cleaning up their mental space. I want to say you're finding stability. You are healing the self. You're healing the mind. I feel like there is some sort of a new chapter that you want to go on, Aries, but you know that you must first settle yourself. Find some stability, right? The King of Pentacles is here. Stability, slow moving stability, but moving forward nonetheless, but doing it slowly and being, settling down. I want to say somebody here is settling down. We've got the High Priestess energy. It's your intuition that's telling you that if you don't heal from whatever came to hurt you or kill you, I feel like you can't carry on because you'll be stuck in this Eight of Swords here. So I feel like the High Priestess and the Lovers is telling me that inwardly in your intuition that you do know that there is somebody who is out there that is just for you. I want to say that that's the person you choose in your mental space while you're meditating or getting your stability or spending maybe time with yourself. You think about that person and what things would be like with that person. So I feel like for this week, it's all about getting a stability of the mind for you, because I feel like you want to go on this new chapter. You want to open a new chapter here, but it feels as though it's something that you're still delayed with, holding back. I'm not sure what to do. Like, you're overthinking it. I'm going to say just take a step forward. It's like that in anything in life, in love, in business, whatever it is, you just need to take the first step forward, no matter how small it is, Aries. Tell me what's happening with Aries. What's Aries going to do with this energy going into the future, please? We've got the devil energy. So I do feel like the reason that you're in the Eight of Swords is because of the devil energy. You have doubt. You have doubt about the lovers. You have doubt that you're not really, like, your intuition is telling you what to do, but you're not listening because you don't think that that's the right answer. And usually when the High Priestess is here, it is pretty loud at this point. When the High Priestess shows up, it's the loudest silence ever. And you are spending a lot of time in the silence. So I feel like there is some doubt. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust your decisions. What if it's toxic? What if it's just another toxic relationship, right? We do have the Queen of Swords, but if I don't say something, I can't figure out what's going on. So I feel like you have to say something, my friend, in order to be able to figure out what's going on here. We do have the King of Wands. Yeah, you do have to take action. So I feel like right now, in this week, I feel this week is a week of thinking. It feels like you are thinking about liberating yourself from the devil energy, from the doubt that you have about yourself, or feeling like things could be toxic, or cutting yourself. It's the Queen of Swords, right? Cutting yourself away from the devil energy verbally or in your mind, right? Because the Queen of Swords, the swords are about communication and connection, about your thought pattern as well. So I feel like you're thinking about releasing yourself from this doubt, from this devil energy, and it's time for you to take action here. Tell me, with the King of Wands here, tell me why you're taking action, or what you're taking action toward here. We do have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So I feel like between you and your soulmate, or you and the Queen of Wands here, is overwhelming energy here. It's confusing. It's overwhelming. It might even make you emotional when you think about it. But we do have the Knight of Pentacles here, and it tells me that you're just going to move slow. You're going to move slow. You're going to liberate yourself from the devil energy, and then you're going to move slow towards this Queen of Wands. I feel like the Queen of Wands, we are talking about soulmate energy. This is your natural match, right? The person who's also in fire, whether they are in fire in the sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Jupiter. I feel like you want to have a new beginning with the Queen of Wands. And tell me about the Fool, please. Why are you overthinking it? We do have the Two of Cups. We have the Wanderer and the Nine of Swords. So I feel like what your worry is that you're not enough spiritually for this person, that you don't have enough connection to your source. That's what the Wanderer is doing. The Wanderer to me is sort of like and it is specific to this particular deck. It's kind of like the Hermit energy to me. So I feel like what you're worried about is the Wanderer is the one who is looking for their connection, who is looking for not a connection to a person, but a connection to spirit. Somebody here is figuring out that they are literally made of stardust. And if you go watch Neil deGrasse Tyson, he will tell you, scientist, he will tell you that we are literally all made of stardust. We literally all come from the Big Boom. So we have the Nine of Swords, right? And the Nine of Swords is worry. Worry that I'm not enough. Worry that I'm not connected enough. I feel like you do have love for the Queen of Wands. We've got the two moons, two cups here. I feel like you have a lot of love for the Queen of Wands, but you're worrying that you are not enough, possibly spiritually. But I think you're about to have a breakthrough. We do have the Eight of Pentacles here. You're about to have a breakthrough here, my friend, that you want to give reciprocity to this person here. I feel like you really want to put the hard work in on some sort of relationship with a fire sign. It could be Leo. It could be, we do have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. It could be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. We also have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Pisces. We have Gemini energy. We have Aries and Gemini energy. We do have Capricorn energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. I feel like somebody here is about ready to have a breakthrough, and I think the breakthrough is what'll take you away from the Eight of Swords, Aries. I feel like you'll have a breakthrough, and then you will head forward to this Queen of Wands energy, whether it overwhelms you or not. Right. Good way to open. Thanks, Aries. Tell me about Taurus, please. Tell me about Taurus. Taurus, this week, this is your sneak peek for this week, Taurus. Let's find out what's going on for the bull gang. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter, wherever it falls in for you, my friend. Let's find out what is going on. Tell me about Taurus. Taurus for this week. Tell me about Taurus, please. Taurus, we have the Ten of Swords. There is something that you are ending. Enough of the shenanigans, Taurus. If you let them shenan once, they will shenan again. Look, I found a meme and I threw it up I put it up on Insta. Man, it just made me giggle. I feel like you're putting an end to the shenanigans here. And, you know, I want to say that the Ten of Swords is a painful thing. Like, I don't think you wanted to end it, Taurus, but it feels like it's enough. Enough is enough, I want to say. Enough of these going through this cycle. I feel like there's somebody here, Taurus, or something or some job or whatever it is, that you keep getting stuck in this cycle. You get to the 10 and then you jump back into the 1 with this person. It feels like it's a situation or a job or a person. It feels like this is the last time, I want to say. Taurus, you've cut the cord here. It's the last time that you're going through this pain. Because I feel like this time, this Ten of Swords is telling me that you're finally just releasing it. And that's the good thing about the Ten of Swords. Look, there's a silver lining to everything. And the silver lining for the Ten of Swords, although it's painful, awful, and terrible, is that you finally get to begin to heal. You just get to release whatever it is that's not been good for you here. Tell me about this Ten of Swords for Taurus, please. We do have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Three of Swords, and we have the Page of Swords. You've had some sort of realization here. The realization is as I'm willing to put the hard work into it, I'm willing to wait for what is good for me. I am not willing to just pick whatever it is that comes at me and then end up crashing and burning, ending up at the Ten of Swords again. I'm not going to do that to myself anymore. We do have Four Swords. You've decided to heal, Taurus. But I feel like what's going on here is that you've decided that you're going to wait, because when you don't wait, when you go too quick, Taurus, I feel like it ends up in heartbreak or disappointment for you. So I feel like you're going to begin to respond, right? This is moving slowly. This is Virgo energy, moving slowly, thinking about it, looking at it from a distance and deciding what I want to do with that thing. Do I want to wait? I feel like you're going to wait and you're going to continue to put the hard work into you, Taurus. I think that's what's going on here, because I feel like you've had some sort of a realization here, some sort of a realization or a new idea, and you've decided that I no longer want to go through this Three of Swords over and over again. That's it. It's the end. Taurus, this Ten of Swords is telling me that this is the last time that you will go through this Ten of Swords with whomever, whatever you are going through. You're not doing this anymore. This really is the end this time. The Death card shows up, right, in the future. We do have the Eight of Swords. I feel like it had you stuck in the prison of the mind for a long while, Taurus. It felt like you couldn't make the decision. If you made the decision to end it and never go back, you'd be hurting someone else, and you didn't want to hurt someone else. We do have the Six of Pentacles, because look, you were giving and giving and giving. You were giving of your time. You were giving of your money. You were giving of gifts. You're the one that showers people, right? You're the one who's the overgiver. And then from your side, you think everything's fine because you're giving and giving and giving, but really that person is just taking. And it's not until later on where you realize that this really is not a reciprocal energy. It's not reciprocal. In fact, it's one way, and I'm the one who's stuck at the end of it all in the Eight of Swords thinking, what did I do wrong? I gave and I gave. And someone else was breadcrumbing you, Taurus, and I think you're done with all of that. We've got the Four of Swords. Yeah, Four of Swords called it out here, right? Four of Swords is here. It's time to heal that, Taurus. Look, there's no reason that you can't keep giving to people, right? People who are literally in reciprocity with you. There's no reason why you can't give those people like you can't shower them. There's no reason why you shouldn't, right? Those people who are giving you the reciprocal energy, the ones that are giving you, pouring into you like you pour into them, continue to do that. But other than that, look, it's time. She's got her hand on the Ace of Swords. It's about time for me to speak up and say something. I'm not doing this with you anymore. I can't go through another round of swords. Tell me what Taurus is going to do from here. We got the Five of Swords. You're just going to say it. Taurus, I feel like there is either a person, a situation, or a job, and you're just done. You're like up to the forehead done. I feel like it's time for you to just figure it out and be done with it. We do have 4 swords, and 5 is 9, 1 is 10. Look, the cycle is over. Again, it's telling me it's done. It's over. Because you have learnt. When the student shows up, you're the one who's investigating. The 5 of Swords has shown up because you know that the fundamental differences are way too big between you and your person, you and a person, you and a situation, you and your job. You know the fundamental differences are too much. There's just no way that we can make it work out. We don't want the same things. It's time for us to move on from the 10 of Swords and heal from this. We've got lots of swords. You really thought this out, Taurus. You may even been stuck in this cycle for years. But guess what? I feel like somebody is giving something up because guess what? The 5th of July is the new moon. The 5th of July is the new moon. The 21st, I think it was. Yeah, 21st of June was the full moon where maybe you gave things up, released things. This is telling me the accumulation of what you released under the full moon is what this is. This is like the end of the cycle because you're now coming up to a new cycle on July 5th with a new moon in Cancer. And I feel like it's time for you to head aggressively into the future. And I think you're doing it on your own. The Knight of Swords is the brave one. I feel like all you're taking with you is your sword. All you're taking is words, thoughts, things that you've learned. Also protection, being brave and heading out. And you're just not letting anybody in who's going to try and take advantage of you. I feel like you're keeping your thoughts to yourself. You're keeping your words to yourself. In fact, I think that this 10 of Swords thing might even be silence. Like maybe you just decided, I'm not even going to answer that text anymore. What's the point? What's the point of answering that text anymore? It's just perpetuating the situation. So I think, yeah, there we go. It says it all right there. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus. Queen of Pentacles is you, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got the Strength card. You're having the courage to walk away from something. It is the moment of alchemy. Somebody is really paying attention to their feelings, how they feel, hot and cold. I'm not doing the hot and cold thing anymore. And now it's the moment of alchemy. So I feel like somebody here has decided, I'm going rogue. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go do my own thing. And I'm just going to hope that there is someone else in the future. Look, there is someone else in the future. When you give something else up temporarily, something that you know doesn't make you feel good, Taurus, when you make that big decision and you tell the universe, look, I'm done, look what shows up. We've got someone who is stable. And when the emperor is in the upright, all the kings are in the upright. So this person is someone who is emotionally available. This one's emotionally intelligent. They speak the truth. You're never going to have to guess what they're thinking because they're always going to be honest with you. They're the person who wants to settle down, who wants to pursue you, right? So this is what's coming in the future, my friend. And I feel like you are just going to finally listen to your intuition and you're going to go rogue. It's time for the Queen of Wands just to get out there and do what they're doing. Whether you have fire or not, I feel like this energy in the future is telling me it's time for you to just get it done. So we do have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, more Aries, Sagittarius here. We do have Leo energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is here as well. We've got lots of Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. Lots of swords showed up in your reading here, my friend. And you won't make this decision right away, but the Empress always does make the right decision. You will see it from a different perspective. You're going to go at it slow because up till now, you're not getting any justice right now. So you need to make some sort of a big idea here. You need to have a big idea and you need to follow whatever it is that you're doing because it's time to reconnect to your abundance, my friend. It's time for you to focus on your pentacle world and the things that are going right, the things that are to come. Like, look, you've got the Empress is here, the Emperor is here, the Emperor is here, the Ten of Pentacles is here, the reconnection is here. There's a big decision because you've been getting nothing but no justice. And I feel like it's all in perspective. I feel like you make the decision because of some sort of an aha moment you have. Some sort of a moment of perspective, Taurus. And I'm proud of you. All right, Gemini, let's get to it. Let's find out what's going on for Gemini, please, this week. Sneak peek for this week for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini. Tell me about Gemini, please. What does Gemini need to know for this week? What's the energy for Gemini? We do have the Six of Cups, Gemini. So we do have some sort of nostalgic memories that you're in here this week. You're thinking about the past, people from the past, not even just people, but situations, people you've known for a long time. I feel like it's a week of you sort of thinking things over about what you want to do next. Sorry, dropped a card. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Why is Gemini thinking about the Six of Cups? It's a week of memories of all the roots that you have, all the connections that you have, right? There's roots under this tree here, and the tree grows from all of the nourishment, all of the roots. We have the Two of Swords is in the reverse. There's some sort of a realization here. I want to say because of got the eclipse here. It's like something has been eclipsed, I want to say. But this Two of Swords being in the reverse tells me that you're no longer stuck here, Gemini, in a place of nostalgia. It feels like you have broken some sort of a spell here. We've got the Six of Swords. You've broken some sort of a, and I don't think it is a spell, but you know what I mean? Because I just heard in my head, I put a spell on you. Yeah, that's what I just heard. And I don't even know who sings that. I don't know what that song is. But I just heard someone say, I put a spell on you. And I don't think anybody did, but I feel like it was a spell you had on yourself. I feel like you were stuck in some sort of nostalgic thought process here. And I feel like you're finally moving on from that. Six of Swords going forward, which is also the rainbow, right? So there's better things to come. That this hardship is finally over. This hardship of being stuck in this energy here is finally over for you, Gemini. Tell me what else we need to know. We've got the Six of Wands. And so it tells me, yeah, there's victory in moving forward here. I feel like you really did finally get yourself out of some stuck place that you were in the mind. Tell me what you were thinking about here, Gemini. Tell me what you're thinking about. This is the Six of Wands is about victory, right? But you can see the butterfly. It's also about transforming your path, right? Going from a place where it was really hard, because the Six of Wands is always about victory after a really hard time. So we do have the Two of Swords, which we know was in the upright for a long while. You were stuck. Tell me what you were thinking about. There's nostalgia here. We've got Justice. You were thinking about what would have been. What if I would have gotten justice back there? We've got the Sun. There is some sort of breakthrough. Interesting. Some sort of a breakthrough, a realization here that you're having about getting justice in something that has been sort of on your mind for a very long time. It feels like somebody here is stuck in the memories of how good it was back there with somebody. Maybe the last job was way better than the one you have now, or the last relationship, and maybe not even a relationship. Maybe you're just stuck in sort of nostalgic thoughts of having fun, realizations that it was a lot of fun back there, that it was it's not something that I didn't want. It's something that I got to live, and I'm happy about it. I feel like the breakthrough here that you're having with the Sun is growth. I feel like you're looking at a situation back there, Gemini, and realizing that it was probably something that was giving you balance and justice at the time, but maybe you didn't recognize it because you were in the Two of Swords in the upright. You couldn't see it for what it was. Tell me about this, what's happening in the future. What are you going to do with these thoughts then? Because I feel like you're having really good thoughts about someone or something here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. You're about to move forward. Why is that? Like, it's divine timing that you finally cleared this up. You've had some sort of revelation here that there is balance in happiness, maybe even happiness by yourself, because that is a Nine of Cups. You could be single. Maybe there is the best the best choice is to be by myself, to be single. The Wheel of Fortune is here, though. I want to say something is changing. There is a lot of change that you are changing a lot of things without even making a move here. It's just the things that you are thinking about. We've got the Mother of Pentacles, who is the Queen. I feel like for some of you, money is moving forward. I feel like you're a really good planner, that instead of sort of going at life willy-nilly, I feel like now you've got a plan, because Capricorn is the planner, right? The person who gets to their goal because they do have a plan. Capricorn's also somebody who can reinvent themselves over and over and over again. But I feel like the change here is that you're really looking at it in a logical and practical way. You're looking at the Six Cups in a logical and practical way that maybe you never really saw it in before. We do have the Three of Cups. I feel like you want to have a reunion with someone. It could be someone who is a Taurus, Virgo, a Capricorn, a Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, possibly. A Leo is here. Libra is here. So I feel like you are thinking about reaching out to someone, or maybe someone's thinking about reaching out to you. It could be the Mother of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But either way, it looks like there is going to be some sort of a celebratory reunion going on here. And if it doesn't go on this week, I feel like it's something that you're thinking about. You're thinking about how fun it was back there and how much balance that you had back there, how much growth you had back there. That's what it's feeling like here. We have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. We have the Empress, and we have the Page of Pentacles. But what if the Empress doesn't even want to have anything to do with me? The 10 Cups being in reverse, right? So I feel like you, my friend, are looking at some sort of stability or moving slowly towards some sort of a reunion this week, possibly. And if it's not this week, I feel like you're thinking about it because of the cups. The cups are about, 5D, memories, dreamlike energy. You might be dreaming about this person. But I feel like with the 10 cups in the reverse, it's telling me that something has changed. So either you're out of a relationship or something's changed. You would like to go toward this person and have some sort of a reunion with them, but you're unsure about how the Empress is going to feel about that, because the 10 of Cups is in the reverse with the Empress. And we've got the Page of Pentacles, which tells me that you are ready. You're ready to see this person face to face. So I feel like somebody's contacting somebody, Taurus, Taurus, Gemini. Somebody's contacting somebody, Gemini, regardless of, it could be a Taurus, right? Regardless of what's going on here, somebody's contacting the other person. And we do have the Page of Cups. It's going to be a surprise. So I feel like it's the person that's on your mind as you enter this reading, the person that you're thinking about, the one who's really bright and shiny like the sun. They could be a Leo, someone who gives you a lot of balance in your excitable growth energy. It's like you were thinking nostalgically about someone that you did a lot of growing with. So this isn't someone you dated. This isn't someone who hurt you, Gemini. This is someone that I feel is somebody who really was there for you to help keep you happy in a period of hard growth. They kept you on the level. They kept you balanced, I want to say. So we do have Libra and Taurus energy here. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, more Leo, more Leo. We do have Libra energy here. We have water, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Look, you're headed for some sort of stability after a long time of being quiet with someone here. Someone's about to liberate themselves, and it's going to be exciting. I really do feel like whatever reunion you've got planned on your mind here, if you even planned it yet, maybe you've just decided you want to do it, but I feel like somebody here has decided that there is something back there that you kind of want to renew or bring back around, possibly. It could be a friendship or a love ship. Take it as it resonates for you. All right. Cancer, happy birthday, friends. You're giving us a new moon in your energy coming up. On the 5th of July, there is a new moon in Cancer. And I feel like it feels like it's a good one. It's one where we will express feelings, right? Express feelings. And with all of the other placements going on, look, if you don't know what else is going on, go find yourself an astrologer if you're interested in that kind of thing, because planet placements Y'all, they make a difference. And some people think that they don't, but look, I've been sort of in a bit of a tailspin, sort of pissed off with the world, everything and everyone for a few days now. And then I thought, oh, right. Jimmy from the tarot ship said that Saturn was going in retrograde, and it's going to be a time of reckoning when you realize what you need and what you don't need. And so go take a look at Jimmy if you need energy for this new moon that's coming up. I'll be doing a reading for that coming up. All right, Cancer, enough of the blah blah. Happy birthday, friends. I hope it's a beautiful season for you. Look at that. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here with this deck. Okay. Two of Swords is in the reverse. It's a decision that's being made. There we go. Just everything I was talking about. A decision is being made here. I think you have enough information and it's time for this decision here. Tell me what else is going on. We've got the Four of Cups. I feel like that, you know, I want to say that this card reminds me of whatever is meant for you will never pass you by, Cancer. And I feel like you keep looping back to someone, whether it's a job or an idea of something you've always wanted to do and never did, or it's a person that you've wanted to date and never asked out, or it feels like there is some sort of a gift being given to you by the universe here. And I feel like in the past you weren't open to it, but I feel like you're more open to it now with the Two of Swords in the reverse here. I feel like you're just not necessarily in the Three of Cups anymore. You're not in the party phase anymore. I feel like instead of ignoring the opportunity, now I feel like you're open to it. That's what it looks like here. And it might be a love opportunity. We do have the Knight of Wands. Why do we have the Knight of Wands, please? We do have the Nine of Wands here. So I feel, Cancer, that you've decided that it's time to stop with the Knight of Wands energy. It's time to settle down, I want to say. No more instability because of the cards that are around, and I feel like you're tired of this. I feel like you're tired, you're exhausted with just being the Knight of Wands, going here, there, and everywhere, like a bee to the flowers, right? Finding this one, that one, the other one. And I feel like I want to say somebody here is giving up their hit it, quit it stage. I'm just saying. Somebody here has decided that I want to settle down with someone. I don't want the instability anymore. It's exhausting me. 9 wands and 1 in the hand of the Knight is 10. I'm dropping this heavy burden that I'm carrying. And it's time to be more open to whatever is coming. Tell me what is coming that you're going to be open to with the Two of Swords in the reverse. I feel like you're no longer stuck. We do have the Nine of Swords the Ten of Swords in the reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like, Cancer, it feels like it could be another person thinking about you, but it feels like it's your energy, so take it as it resonates for you. But the Ten of Swords in the reverse is telling me that you were putting off some sort of an ending, that you didn't want to end some sort of a phase of your life. And I feel like you hung on to it for a while, like sort of like, how can I say, somebody who is who just continually goes back to Amazon and keeps scrolling and scrolling. There's got to be this thing here that I want. There's got to be something that I can buy. There's got to be something that's going to make me happy out there. And I feel like you realize that there is nothing out there that can make you happy, that it's actually inward that makes you happy. We've got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. And so I feel like something has stopped. What you stop doing is giving to this, that one, and the next. I feel like you're no longer giving all of your energy. You're no longer sprinkling your energy about. I feel like you're now with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. You're deciding, I just got to give my energy to one person, one place, one job. Maybe for some of you, you've got multiple jobs and you've decided it's exhausting you. I can't do this anymore. So I feel like there is another opportunity that's offering itself to you, and I feel like you are giving it the side eye. You're like, I'm not really sure that this is what I want to do anymore. I don't want to keep giving to people who can't give back. And it's not because they don't want to. I think it's because they can't. We see people who are begging another person for money, right? And those people are in poverty because they're stuck in a mindset that won't allow them to get past this point of poverty here. And I feel like you're done with that. You're done with being breadcrumbed. You're done with the instability of situations and overgiving to other people. Yeah, it feels like you're just not doing that anymore. It's a time for a new path. The Page of Wands is here. So I feel like you're at the beginning of some sort of a new path here. We do have the Four of Wands. There it is. I really do feel like you've had some sort of change of mind. That, yeah, it's become really very heavy for you to live life the way you were living it. So maybe you were doing a bunch of temporary jobs and now you're going to just one job where you can just settle down and settle in. For others of you, it's relationship related. I'm tired of like dating this one and that one. I'm tired of the dating world. I don't want to play that game anymore. It's time for me to let it go. It's doing nothing but hurting me and exhausting me. And I'm carrying around these burdens forever, hiding your face. It almost seems like someone's ashamed of the burdens that they've created here. I feel like the new path is the Four of Wands. I feel like you have decided that you want to be stable. You want a stable, passionate, healthy, and happy job or relationship or home. And it feels like you're done with the burdens that you've been carrying. Look at that. And the universe answers back. I love this. Y'all, I just love tarot so much. Look at that. The universe answers back and said, absolutely. I'm going to give you the karmic justice. I'm going to put you back in balance. Everything is going to turn out good for you because the Wheel of Fortune is here. And the Wheel of Fortune is bringing in balance and is clearing your karma. I feel like somebody here was off the path, maybe creating karma with crashing and burning other people's lives. Whether somebody was doing that to you or you were doing it to someone else, I feel like you didn't want to settle down. And I feel like somebody here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Justice card, it tells me that you finally realize that things are going to go better for me if I just decide to put down these burdens and get in some sort of stable energy. Realize what it is that I want and go after the one thing. And it will give me justice and things are about to change. You had a change in your energy, right? Change in how you move in the world. Changing your mind, right? Changing your heart space. So I feel like this is a really, really big change here, that you've decided that in order to avoid getting heartbroken, you need to get into this justice energy with the Wheel of Fortune. What needs to change is the swords. One sword in the hand of justice and three swords here. You no longer want to be in three-party situations. You no longer want to be on somebody's laundry list, right? Of people that they will text when they're looking for a little bit of fun, right? So I feel like Cancer, that you're making some sort of really big decision this week. And the decision I feel like you're going to take action on here. It feels like you've decided that instead of being in passionate situations with a bunch of people, I feel like you've decided you're going to settle down, find a community. It feels like you're kind of over this friend with benefits stage here, I want to say, because whenever I see fire with the Three of Pentacles, it's friends with benefits. It looks like it's getting you nowhere here. It's getting you nowhere, and it's time for you to be far more abundant or find your happiness here. We do have Libra, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We do have a lot of wands, right? So Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got Virgo as well. All right, Leo. Time for you, Leo. Let's find out what's going on for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Leo. Sneak peek for this week for Leo. Tell me about Leo. What's coming up for Leo, please? Sneak peek for this week for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up this week, Leo? Could be a conversation that you're ready to have with somebody. There is some sort of clarity, an aha moment, or some moment of triumph here that is coming up. Tell me what is going on with Leo. Excuse me. Tell me what this is all about here. Leo, we have some sort of conversation that I feel that you are just going to pop up on somebody, whether it is in text or at their home or however it is. I feel like it's a surprise conversation. Maybe you're going to open the conversation. We've got the King of Swords. And we've got the Hierophant. So you could be opening some sort of a conversation with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is Taurus. It could be with somebody who is Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini energy. I want to say that you are probably opening up conversation in a surprising way or in a moment's notice, like you're not really thinking about it, that maybe you're just deciding that you want to speak with this person. I feel like the King of Swords and the Hierophant is telling me that you're going to be met with somebody who has a lot of boundaries, somebody who is in the higher self energy, somebody who's on their own path, who is on a moral, traditional sort of path, traditional thinking possibly. And the King of Swords is telling me that this person is just going to be really honest with you about whatever it is that you have to say. I feel like you've had some sort of a breakthrough, and that's why you're communicating with this person. I feel like your breakthrough or your realization is that you don't want to be heartbroken anymore. You don't want to be sad. You don't want to be disappointed. I feel like the Page of Swords energy with the King of Swords is telling me that it's like you have affection for somebody here, but you're not really ready to say it because the sword is pointing at the Hierophant. I feel like the Hierophant is the one who's kind of stopping you in your tracks maybe, or maybe you're stopping someone else in their tracks. Tell me what it is that you want to say to this person. We've got the Lovers. We've got the Three of Cups. So I think you want to have a reunion with this person. I think that you've had some sort of clarity that you're missing someone. That's what it feels like. With the Moon energy and the Three of Cups, it feels like you are missing someone emotionally. I want to say this is somebody who you are tied to. I want to say that you have some sort of a energetic tie with them, that they are either a soulmate friend, because the Three of Cups and the Lovers, they might be a soulmate friend, but you're kind of unsure. Things are not as they seem. I feel like you're going to try an open conversation with this person. What is it that that you feel needs to be said here? Somebody here has decided to go with their feelings. And the feeling is, I feel like I should say something. But I think you're being met with somebody who's very grounded, logical, truthful, and honest. Tell me what's going on here. The World card. So it does feel like it could be the other way. Flip it if you need to, but it does feel like somebody here is on the approach to someone else to get clarity, to ask if can I see you again? Can we get together again? And I feel like the Hierophant or the King of Swords is saying, no, I think this door is closed. And the thing is I don't feel that they say it in words, but I feel like they give it to you in energy. With the Moon energy here, I feel like this person gives it to you energy-wise, that this door is now closed, that this is the end of the road for the connection. I feel, even though, and I want to say with the Lovers being here, it's a two-way street, right? It's two people have to get involved in order for the Lovers to be here. So I feel like this person does have feelings for you as well. And I feel like you have feelings for them, but I feel like you two are on different paths. I feel like you're dealing with a Hierophant who's in the King of Swords energy, someone who's invested in telling the truth of spiritual things, being in leadership, leading people the right way. And I feel like this person is somebody who does have feelings for you. And if all things were different, possibly if there wasn't so much Moon energy and I knew what was going on, and I feel like you haven't told someone about your feelings. And maybe you haven't because it's the Page of Cups we're dealing with. Maybe you just have affection for them. Maybe you don't have real big feelings for them. But I feel like somebody's going to approach you or you're going to approach them this week. And we might have a few words about, should we get together again? I feel like the answer is no with the World card here. We do have the Ace of Wands. It feels like the other person has probably started something new with someone else, it looks like. The Five of Swords. And I feel like they've got their boundaries kind of high here, I want to say. So this Hierophant, I feel, if this is somebody that you've had a situationship with, this person is no longer interested in the situationship. It could be vice versa. Someone might be coming to you to see if you're still interested in the situationship, and I don't think that you are. But we do have the Lovers and the Three of Cups together, which tells me that there is a really deep soulmate connection here, and that you do want to get together with them, and that's what you're going to ask them. But I think they're going to give you a wishy-washy answer. They're not really going to say no, but they are going to tell you in some uncertain terms that the door is closed, or maybe you'll say that to them. We do have the Strength card. That's your energy, Leo. We have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you find the strength to carry on. I feel like you're not ready to settle down, and that's okay. The Star is here. I feel like you are someone who's probably very good looking, very charismatic, very delicious. I'm going to say, I always say that the Knight of Wands is that. I feel like you are finding the courage to carry on. Somebody here is closing the door and you're like, that's fine. I'll just carry on then. I think that's what you're doing. With the star here though, I think that you're always going to wish and hope that it was this person. I think that you're kind of stuck to them, but this person has got their boundaries up and they're not moving anytime soon. Nope, they're not moving anytime soon, my friend. We've got the Six of Swords. So I feel like something here has ended, I want to say, because the World card is here. But understand that this is an accomplishment. This is something that has finally come full circle, and now you can leave it behind and move on. So have the courage to move forward. If the Knight of Wands is what you want to do, then do that thing. And I don't begrudge anybody that, but I feel like this particular person is somebody who is in this energy, which is pretty bossed up. This person is somebody who is only, their only interest at this time is to love others and take no shit. That's what it feels like here. Somebody here who's being really honest with you, very honest with themselves, and is carrying on some sort of a path to victory here. This person gets a lot of attention. I feel like they get a lot of communication, and I feel like this is a person who's decided they're going on a different adventure. It's just, and they're walking away. It feels like it's just two people who are no longer on the same page here, and it's either you that's walking away or they are. Take it as it resonates here. We do have Aquarius, Taurus, Leo energy. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We do have Saturn energy here, which just went into retrograde on the 29th. And so these kinds of situations are going to be repeating themselves for you, Leo, over and over until you figure out what it is that you want to do. We do have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We've got more Gemini energy here. Cancer as well. All right. Here we are, Virgo. Let's talk about Virgo. Sneak peek for this week. What's going on for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up this week for Virgo. Tell me what's coming up this week for Virgo. It's raining outside, and this is the deck that kind of gets stuck. So Virgo, we're starting out with the Ten of Cups. Why is that? Tell me why the Ten of Cups is here for Virgo. It's the apex of happiness, my friend. It's everything that you want. Emotional happiness, possibly a relationship, maybe a family. We do have the Queen of Swords. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Look at that. This is some interesting energy here. Virgo, I feel like you are about to be really clear with people on your path about what it is that you exactly want. I feel like the Queen of Swords is the person who liberates themselves from the past, right? This is in the past energy. So this is somebody who's liberated themselves from the past. I know you're an earth sign. You could have air. You don't have to. The court cards are people, right? Court cards being the pages, kings, and queens, but they can also be people who are not people, but energies, right? And so I feel like your energy is, I need to liberate myself from the past if I'm ever going to be happy again. I need to figure out or find a way to get on a new path of excitement. I feel like you haven't had a lot of excitement in a while, like energetic, creative, something brand new, having something new in your life, you know, that energy that when you're creating something new or going on a trip or something like that, I feel like you need a little more excitement in your life, because I feel like with the Six of Swords, you've been stuck in your head for a while. And I want to say that that's about to change, because death is here, right? That's about to change. After a long time of hanging there, sacrificing in self-sacrificial mode there for a while, trying to get a different perspective, I feel like this is the perspective you come up with. I need the Ten of Cups. I want to be happy. I don't want just passion. I don't want just, you know, meh, yeah, I like spend time with them, but you know what I mean? I feel like you want just all 10 cups. You're no longer worried about the passionate part of it. I think you want the emotional happiness of it. So I feel like you're liberating yourself in the mind. So it doesn't have to be from a situation. It doesn't have to be from a job or a relationship. You're liberating the mind and saying, you know what, I got to be really honest with myself here. What do I want to do? Do I want to stay stuck, or do I want to go on a new path? But a lot of people understand never go on this path because it makes them nervous, right? They don't know what to do when they get there. It's like, I'm at the beginning of something. I don't have a lot of experience doing what I'm about to do, so maybe I won't do it. I feel like you're stuck. You want to go, but you're stuck. Tell me about this Ten of Cups, please. We do have the Queen of Wands. We have the Four of Swords. And we do have the Seven of Cups. I think you're healing from something here. I think you've decided that it's time to heal from this Queen of Wands. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius here energy. I feel like the Queen of Wands is somebody who I feel is either healing from a situation with you, or you're healing from a situation. The Seven of Cups tells me that this is a hard decision to make. You know what it is? It feels like the Queen of Wands energy is sort of this energy of just going out and doing whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it, you know, dating whoever you want, doing whatever you want with whoever you want. And I feel like somebody here is having a change of mind. It feels like the Queen of Wands energy is exciting and fun. Yes, it's like I can do whatever I want with whoever I want. But the Four of Swords, I feel like you always come back to this. You always come back to this place where you end up getting hurt. Because I feel like, Virgo, that you feel a lot deeper than a lot of people give you credit for. You're very, very deep. And so I feel like you get to this place of the Seven of Cups. You know, you get to a point where I'm getting tired of, exhausted with having to make decisions that are emotional, that hurt my feelings all the time. I feel like you do want some sort of a new exciting path here, but I feel like the Six of Swords is blocking you. Feels like a block. We've got the Four of Wands. We've got the Ace of Wands. And we have the King of Wands. Lots of wands. You do want to take action on some sort of a new path or a new beginning or a new exciting endeavor here. And I feel like you've been holding back from that because I feel you're going to have to leave something, someone, a job, a situation behind. You're going to have to liberate yourself from a situation. If you want the Ten of Cups truly, you are going to have to eventually settle down, right? And I feel like this here isn't very settled. I want to say that the Queen of Wands to me, sometimes in a reading, will give the energy of the other person, or, you know, people that you're meeting. You're meeting people in fire all the time. You know, you're attracted to them, they're attracted to you. We do have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands now. So I feel like what you're looking for is this kind of feeling that you get from dating different people. You want to find that all in one person you can settle down with here. And the 5 now becomes 6 because of the King of Wands taking action. That is, you know, getting a lot of attention. I feel like I want to give one person my attention. I want to have one soulmate. Like, it feels like you're not wanting to be in this energy of overwhelming emotional sadness, possibly because of the Four of Swords. It feels like you want to get some stability in your emotions and in your mind. And it's time for the way to do that is to get some stability in the Four of Wands. So it feels like you do want this victory here, and you will step forward to go and find it for sure. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So it does feel like here that I feel like you've decided to move forward in a single way. That right now, the best thing for me to do is to focus on me, focus on my money, focus on my business, focus on whatever work I'm doing, whether you work for someone else or yourself, building up my pentacles, filling up my confidence, and then it's going to be time to go with the Knight of Swords. So I feel like you do want some sort of a new path here, Virgo, but I feel like it's going to take some reckoning with the self first, that you really do want to settle down, but you're not going to settle down if you can't find the same sort of passion that excites you. But I do believe that you are definitely liberating yourself, and maybe even saying so to people. Look, I'm just not into the dating thing now. I'm looking for the one. Like, I'm looking for the one person that I can invest in or invest with. I'm no longer just dating other people. Now I'm going slow. I'm going over the details. I'm figuring out what I want. You know, it's going to take a long time to get into your world, Virgo. That's your energy, right? It's practical. You're now being far more practical about the future energy, and about your abundance and how you're going to get that. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is telling me you're making a plan. That's Capricorn energy. You're making a practical plan to move forward to the Ace of Pentacles here, to your abundance. And your abundance is something that's stable. It's going to stay. It's not built in fire. It's built in pentacles. That is foundational, right? So I feel like somebody here is making a decision to to maybe stop dating and maybe just finding one person that they think that they can build with. But that's going to take time. You don't make that decision overnight. You talk to this one, you talk to that one, you figure out who has your ideals, who has your ideas of how life should be, that kind of thing. So we do have Gemini energy. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We do have a lot of pentacles under here, so that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. All right, Libra. Tell me about Libra, please. Libra, this is your sneak peek for this week. How are you, Libra? I hope you're well. You had a really great reading. I did one yesterday, and I feel like, not yesterday, I did it on, it might have been Friday or Saturday. But go take a look. It was a really good reading for you. Let's find out what's coming up for you this week. Sneak peek for this week, additional energy for this week, because the readings I did last week are for this week, right? Because I'm always reading those energy readings for the signs are always for the week ahead. Let's find out what's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up this week? This week we've got the 10 Pentacles. Oh, somebody's abundance is here. Tell me about Libra. We've got the 6 of Swords. You know what? I feel like somebody here has disconnected from some sort of a thought pattern that had them stuck. It was a chaotic thought pattern here, I feel, Libra. And I feel like you are now moving out of that energy, going from this chaotic mindset to the calm. I feel like you're now thinking a little more logically, practically, right? That's what Pentacles are about. I feel like you have now decided that it's time for you to receive. Like, it feels like when we get stuck from a place, like 6 of Swords, right? When we get, when we cut away from the chaos and things get a little calmer, then we can really hear what it is that we want, right? And I mean hear or feel, like your intuition, right? We've got the 8 of Cups. And we've got the 7 of Cups. Look, I feel like you're walking away from drama. That's what it looks like. You've decided that you need to be more practical. You need to be focused on what is going to give you longevity, what is going to stay around for a long time. You've decided no more drama, because the 10 of Swords, you're going from the chaos to the calm, and then we pull up the 7 of Cups, which tells me there's emotional chaos that was going on here. And it might have been in the mind because of the 6 of Swords, but we do have also the 8 of Cups, which tells me that you're disconnecting emotionally, not only in the mind, but you're disconnecting in the mind from emotional confusion. I want to say it's time for you to get with the 10 of Pentacles here and figure out what it is that you want to do for the long haul. We've got the Justice card here. That's you. And I feel like this energy of karmic justice or balance is coming up in the future here. The bottom of the deck for me is always the future energy. Tell me about this 10 of Pentacles. What is this here for Libra? What is this? We've got, the Wheel of Fortune. I really love that combination of the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 Pentacles, because it tells me that you're on the right track and there is about to be a lot of pentacle wealth coming up, a lot of material wealth, but also there's about to be some sort of a moment of alchemy or a change that you've had in the mind, a change of mind, a change of heart, a change of energy, and that's what's bringing in the 10 Pentacles. I feel like you've shaken yourself loose with this 6 of Swords here. I feel like you are ready for, what does this say here? Oh, it says time to move on is what it says on here. It is time to move on. It's definitely time to move on. Yeah, with the 6 of Swords being here. It's time to move on to something that's far more beneficial, abundant, and long-term. We do have the World card. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then we have the 3 of Cups. Moving on to happier days. Better days are coming for you. It's a song by Dermot Kennedy. Better days are coming. Better days are coming for you. He says. And that's what I heard in my head. So the Wheel of Fortune tells me that you're making a huge change. And the huge change that you are making, Libra, is that you are closing the chapter on something. You've decided that it's time for you to get some sort of milestone dealt with. And it feels like this here is what you are closing the door on. I no longer want to be overwhelmed. I don't want to live in the drama. I don't want other people's drama. I don't want my drama. I don't want my life to be full of drama. I want stable, sturdy, honest, moving forward slowly to something that's really long-term for me. And this is telling me here that once you close the door, it's a celebratory time. This is a real big celebration here that's going on. I feel like you've been waiting for this for a long time here. But the thing is that you never really had to wait for anything to find you. I feel like it was always within you. But now you're finally making the decision, Libra. You're finally making the decision. Yep. You're doing it literally and with forethought, I want to say. You're very aware of the movements you're making now. You're not just letting life live you anymore, Libra. You are living life. We've got the Tower. That's the realization. Oh, I love it for you, Libra. The realization is, if I'm going to move any further than this, if I'm going to be happy, if I'm going to celebrate, I must get rid of the Seven of Cups. I have to get rid of this emotional confusion. I need to disconnect from anything that's chaotic thoughts in the mind, or maybe chaotic situations or people. We do have the Magician. Wow, that's some really incredibly intense energy. Because understand that most people never get past this, right? So we start with the Fool, and then we move to the Magician. A lot of people never get past this part of the path because they were given all the tools. But understand that after the Magician comes the Empress. And it takes a lot of work, a lot of wisdom, a lot of know-how, a lot of settling down and facing your own bullshit in order to become the Empress, feminine or masculine. And a lot of people get stuck right here. The universe gives them all the tools that they need, tells them, look, you can have whatever you want because it wants you as well. And a lot of people stop right here. But I feel like you've had a breakthrough in the Magician energy. I feel like not only do you have the tools, but you've realized now that you do have the tools, because all of us do. Every single one of us is the Magician, but a lot of us stop in the path right there. We stop right there because it's too hard to get to the Empress energy. It takes know-how. It takes discipline, which this world is not about discipline, right? I feel like you do have the discipline. We do have the Knight of Pentacles, and you're going to do it slowly. It's a realization that you have all the tools and you can make whatever decision you want to make, but you're going to do it slowly and you're going to do it practically, and you're going to go over all of the details and find the opportunities that are the best for you. We've got the Nine of Wands, because I'm exhausted with the rest of it. I'm done with the BS of everybody else. I'm just going to carry on this path all by myself. We do have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. We have the Three of Swords, and then we have the Two of Swords. So I want to say that you are this back here, which is everyone else's drama and bullcrap, and the chaos that you never wanted to be in the mind because of all the dramatic emotional stuff. I feel like the Eight of Wands in the reverse is telling me, you know what, I'm just not talking to them anymore. I'm just going to put space between them and I'm just not talking with them anymore. And we do have Five Swords here, because I've realized, or you've realized, I always become you when I'm in these readings, but I think you have realized is that these people who kept you stuck back here, there was always fundamental differences with them. It's like we didn't always agree on things. There were things that were really blatantly aware of, that we are very different in these energies here. And I no longer want to do that. Nope, the Death card is here. I no longer want to be in that energy. I now want to be in my own energy. So I'm going to distance myself from people who would come with their emotional baggage to put it on me and wanting me to help them figure it out. Look, there's lots of people out there who think they can't be happy unless they have a +1. They feel less than, or they feel like they can't be who they want to be unless they have a +1. I don't think it's you, Libra. I think that you're having some sort of a really beautiful realization, the Tower being here, that you can be happy because you've got all the tools and opportunities are abound. Like opportunities are coming at you left and right. But I feel like you do have to make some distance between you and the people in your life life who are still dealing in emotional drama or mental drama. And I feel like you no longer want to be there. You're not there with them anymore. And I feel like with the world card showing up, that being Saturn energy, Saturn just went into retrograde on the 29th, right? Just a couple of days ago. And so this is right on path with that. You're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with all the bullshit. I'm now just going to clean it all up and figure out what I want and go at it alone. We've got transformational energy here with the Death card. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. We've got Virgo. We've got Sagittarius as well. We've got Aries energy, we've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and we've got the King of Pentacles, right? That's where you're headed. Look at this. That's what comes up in the future. You finally get this stability that you've needed and wanted forever. It's finally here. It's the thing you've been waiting for. And it's because you decided it, not because anyone else gave it to you. You're the one that worked for it, worked on it. All right, Scorpio. Let's find out what's going on for Scorpio. Sneak peek for this week, Scorpio. My psychic friends, how are you? I hope you're well. Tell me what's coming up this week, please. Sneak peek for this week. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio, please. What's coming up this week for Scorpio? We have the moon. So something that isn't as it seems is about to show up here. I feel like it's something that you're not really sure about. The moon energy tells me you don't have a really good look at it, but you feel it arriving here. We do have the Lovers. Interesting. So it feels like there is some sort of choice that you need to make. And it's almost like you need to make this choice energetically because you can't see it for what it really is. But the Lovers is here. It feels like a connection. It feels like a soulmate. It feels like some sort of a choice that you need to make in love. I'm saying feels because we've got all the feels here, right? Five of Swords. But what if we have these fundamental differences that we can't clear up? We do have the Five of Cups in the reverse. Ooh, Two of Cups. Look at that. Scorpio, I feel like there is somebody here who I feel you're really deeply connected to. The Lovers is here. This is someone you're really deeply connected to. You cannot stop thinking about them no matter what. Their energy is in your energy. Look, these energies are showing up on the table attached, quite literally, right? They're showing up attached. So I feel like there is an energy here that you can't get out of. You can't let it go. It won't let you go. It's wrapped around you. You're wrapped around it. The Five of Swords, though, tells me that there is fundamental differences between you and the lover. But the Five of Cups is also telling me, I just don't want to feel this regret and sadness anymore. I need to do something about this because I feel like you really are in love with someone here. The Six of Swords, someone that you're not speaking with, someone that you moved on from. I feel like you're still connected to that energy. You're still connected to that love energy. Someone that if all things worked out, you would choose them because the Lovers is here. Ace of Pentacles. You see them as someone who's really abundant. They could be someone who's in business for themselves or someone who's also doing well for themselves here, Scorpio. And I feel like the moon is representative of things that are hiding. I think you're hiding your feelings. I think you're hiding that, you're not really ready to look at the situation for what it is because the Five of Swords is here. You're still feeling defensive, still feeling like there could be conflict or disagreement. Tell me about the moon energy. We do have the Knight of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles. Look, there is some longevity here. It really does feel like, I don't know why I'm getting the energy of ghost from the moon energy. And I don't mean somebody's ghosted you. I feel like there is a ghost from the past who is hovering about energetically. And I don't think it's someone who's passed over. I feel like this is energy from the present. This person is on the earth, right? We've got earth energy. I feel like this is an energy that you've never been able to let go of, Scorpio. And it's wrapped around you, or you're wrapped around it. I feel like with the Knight of Swords that you really want to know. You want to ask somebody, are you single? Are you single, and are you ready to invest in me? Because I'm ready to invest in you. I feel like this person that you're entangled with, I want to say, because of the Lovers card. I feel that this person that you're entangled with is somebody you moved on from. but it is also somebody who you just couldn't stop thinking about, because you know that they are someone who is stable and sturdy and balanced, and this person has built themselves up from nothing, all by themselves. They're very confident. This person looks really good. They might be a business owner, and I feel like they have all 9 pentacles, and you have the 1. And you're like, this is the golden pentacle. If I go to this person, are they still single? And if they're single, are they going to want to invest? That's what it feels like here. So we do have the 3 of Cups here. I do see celebration in the future. This is the bottom of the deck, which is future energy for me. Yeah, look, after a long time of being silent, being apart, really healing, I feel like it's time for us to talk. The Ace of Swords is here. It feels like this is a long time coming. For some of you, it could be 9 or 10 years. For others of you, it could be maybe 8 months, 9 months. I feel like that there is somebody here that you have very, very deep feelings for. And I feel like you want to celebrate that love. Instead of being silent, it's time to talk with the Ace of Swords. What happens from here? Tell me why everything is hiding in the moon energy. Tell me about this moon energy here. It's like that's the energy that is between what you want and what this actually is. The moon energy is in the middle, right? It's like you can't see that this is, if you were to charge in and talk to this person, that they may want to advance with you. They may want to go through the gates, plant the pentacle, plant a garden with you. Tell me what's going on here with Scorpio. We do have the Empress. There it is. We have the Empress, we have the Star, and we have the 4 of Swords. So it does tell me that there needs to be stability and healing here first with the Empress before we can move forward. And I feel like the Empress, we've got the pre-Empress energy, which is the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like this person actually is the Empress, but you see them as someone who is in pre-Empress energy until you bring them your pentacle. Please understand that this person is whole. They don't require your pentacle. They are stable and sturdy. They can do their own thing, feminine or masculine. This is somebody who is taking care of themselves, but they're also inspiring others and being creative and loving and doting. And they might be a mother. They could have children, a mother or a father, right? We do have the Star, which is Aquarius energy right next door. I feel like it's your hope that you will get stability with the Empress and a new beginning here. That is the Fool. Yeah. Listen, it's a hard road trying to get to be the Empress, because we go from the Fool and then we go to the Magician. We have all of the tools, right? And it's really hard to get to being the Empress. A lot of people make it to the 9 of Pentacles, but never really make it to the Empress energy, because it's really hard to get to the Empress energy. So if you're looking at someone who has conquered that, then you're looking at someone who's pretty special. We've got the Fool. I feel like there is a new beginning coming up in the future here. Tell me more about Scorpio, please. What happens from here? Because I feel like it is the Empress that you're looking at. Could be Taurus and Libra. It doesn't have to be. Could be Gemini. Could be Pisces or Cancer. Could be Aquarius. Could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We do have the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, looks like you do want to give reciprocity to this Empress. But what you don't want to do is pour into this person if they're not going to give back. They are going to give back. They're ready to work on it. They're going to want to meet you face to face, or you're going to want to meet them face to face, but it is going to be in the moment of alchemy. Temperance is here. Tells me things are going to become in balance, right? The Star is here with Temperance, which tells me that you are going to have balance. Whatever you've been hoping for, you're going to get balance and healing at the moment of alchemy, which tells me that the universe will notify you. You'll know internally when it is time to meet this person face to face. I want to say that this person who is in the 9 of Pentacles, right? This person who's in the 9 of Pentacles, they're really willing to work hard should you decide you want to have a face-to-face meeting with them. And I think you do, because the pages are messengers, right? And so this is a message in the 3D. It feels like somebody's probably going to get snail mail or someone knocking on their door if they live close enough to do that. But it could be some sort of communication that's coming in. I feel like it's stability that you want. I really do feel that you're serious about the Empress. The Empress can be feminine or masculine, take it as it resonates, but this is somebody who you're tangled with them, they're tangled with you, and this energy here of the moon tells me that nobody's sure about what's going on, but the Empress will never chase. The Empress isn't going to contact you. The Empress isn't going to ask you how you are. If it's been a long while that we've been silent or quiet with each other, it feels like you're going to have to be the one who steps out if you are the one who is the masculine energy. This one is very firmly in her feminine energy, also has masculine energy, though understand, although she's feminine leaning, also has masculine energy, but this Empress is never going to chase you. So if you want the Empress, you're actually going to have to move forward here. The Empress has a lot of high boundaries here and wants to go slow. This person is looking at being slow, grounded, dependable. They want to make sure that the next person that comes into their life, they're keeping everyone on the outside of their boundary. This Empress is, but they're looking for the one that is the responsible one, the one that's ready to settle down. And we have the Magician here, someone who has the tools to move forward to victory. So I feel like you are, excuse me, I feel like this is something that you're still thinking on because we started out with the moon energy this week. So I feel like you're in your feelings about it is what it is. But there is somebody here that I think that you feel like there's differences that might get in the way, but this is somebody who is the person that is for you, Scorpio. This person is your person. The universe is telling you that with this major arcana. So it's a person that you would choose. We've got Gemini energy, Sagittarius energy. We've got lots of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Taurus. We've got more Gemini energy, Pisces, and Cancer. All right. Tell me what is coming up for my Sagittarius crew, my fire fam. How are you, Sagittarius? Here we go. Tell me what's coming up this week. Sneak peek for this week for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up this week for Sag, please. What's coming up this week for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, we have the King of Cups. Why is that here? Tell me about the King of Cups for Sagittarius. This is Scorpio energy, but also Pisces and Cancer because we're in a general reading. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune pops up. I like it. There's something you've been putting a lot of work into, for sure. And we have the Fool. Look at that. The Three of Swords in the distance. You know what I think you've decided, Sag? Is that you are just going to follow your heart. You're going to follow your emotions. You're going to follow your intuition. You have been putting a lot of hard work into something here, right? This is Taurus energy, right? This person is like works too hard, I'm going to say. I want to say that you might be a workaholic possibly, but I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune that whatever work you've been putting into this here is about to bring in some sort of a new opportunity or a new chapter here. We do have, it could be, a chapter could be starting or being brought in by someone who is Aries or Gemini, but we do have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. I want to say that there is, I feel like you've been putting the hard work into something here. Really hard work. It's almost like you were ready to stop working on it because you were really wondering if all the efforts you were putting in were actually going to pay off. Here's the payoff. So I'm going to say if you're a person who's wondering if all this work I'm putting in, all the sacrifices I'm making to get what I want, is it even worth it? I'm going to tell you, yes, it is. Don't stop moving that way, Sag. Please don't stop moving. Tell me about the King of Cups. What else do we need to know about the King of Cups, please? I think you're onto bigger and better things. If this is a relationship reading for you, if that's your perception of this reading, I feel like somebody here is onto bigger and better things. It's like somebody's holding out for the big dog. Somebody's holding out for Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Somebody's holding out for someone who is deeply emotional, also someone who's deeply psychic, someone who is protective. We've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse, someone who is not going to want to start a relationship in passion. someone who knows how to practice self-care, self-love. The Queen of Cups comes up here. You're waiting on a soulmate. So I feel, Sagittarius, that you've been through enough. I want to say you've been through enough and you have changed your mind. It's time for you to make a decision about your Pentacle world. And I think that the decision that you're making with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, I'm not taking one more damn step forward until I know that this is the person. Until I know it's the person. Because I feel like what you're doing is calling in a soulmate. You're calling in the King of Cups, who's no slouch, I'm going to say. With the Queen of Wands in the reverse, I feel like that's your energy. It's telling me that you are no longer chasing things. You're not chasing people. You're not chasing situations. You're not chasing anything anymore. What you're doing is you're sitting here like the Queen of Cups. You're going to be loving and kind and compassionate, and whoever comes at you, you're going to give them all of those things. But it's time for you to make a decision about what you're doing. And I think the decision in the Pentacle world that you're making is that I'm waiting for the King of Cups. I'm waiting for a soulmate. I'm not just going to give it up to anyone. I'm not going to waste my time dating. I'm not going to waste my time in fire, giving this one fire, giving that one fire to see who likes the fire. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm now in my emotions. I'm now calling in someone emotionally. Someone who's going to support me emotionally, someone I can support emotionally, and someone I'm psychically connected to. Someone who finishes my sentences. We've got the Eight of Swords. Got the Knight of Cups. And the Star energy. So I feel like I want to say that you're feeling really vulnerable to romance right now. And so I think that this is why you need to really make a promise to yourself that you're going to make decisions real time in the Pentacle world based on the energy and how you feel it, not how you see it. Because it feels like in the past that you were going along with the I'm attracted to you, you're attracted to me, we desire each other, that means we must be compatible. And I don't think you've been compatible with those people. Now I think you're into compatibility. Now I'm going to feel them out. They might be attractive, but I don't care. I might really like what they look like, but I don't care. What do they feel like? Do they treat me well? Do they protect me? Do they have my back? Do I have their back? Are we entwined in energies, like in emotional energies? Do we think the same way? And I feel like you're waiting for the star, I want to say. But it's been sort of a really vulnerable process because I feel like at times you get stuck in your head, sort of caught up in your head with this Eight of Swords energy, overthinking about what you want out of a partner. I feel like you've already decided it. So I feel like you can stop overthinking. But I feel like you are keeping everyone else at bay, I want to say, but you are waiting for the right one. The Wheel of Fortune's here, so it's coming. Like the changes are here. It's time for you to stop working so hard in a relationship. In fact, it's probably going to feel a little bit foreign, Sag, when someone arrives that is about pouring into you. It's almost like everything flips. I want to say everything flips, and now you're going to be in the next situation that's coming up, which I think is coming up soon because of the Wheel of Fortune here. The next situation that comes up that's romantic for you, it's like you're going to have to keep up with that person and how much they pour into you, because they're going to be a person who pours a lot. That's what the King does. Once you can break past the barrier of the King of Cups on the surface, once you get past the stoicism, this person is like, wow. Like, wow, really, really emotional underneath. Somebody who's super deep, someone who's super psychic too. So I feel like you are, this star energy tells me you're feeling really vulnerable, but also really hopeful that romance is going to arrive. But I feel like you need to stop thinking about it obsessively. So if you come here to watch readings and you're thinking about the same thing over and over again and you can't get a different perception or perspective, you know that this is something that you need. And when you need it, the universe is not going to give it to you, because you will treat it differently when you need it than when you want it. So it's time to get out of your head and stop thinking about it. It's time for you to get out there and start doing things, being with friends, finding new things, making new conversations, meeting new people, learning things from people. We've got the King of Swords. We've got the Moon energy and the Page of Cups. You know what you don't see? What you don't see, Sag, is there is a new connection coming here. There is a new connection coming here, and I think that what you need to be practiced on is not overthinking it, but I think you need to be practiced on your vulnerability. Because if this king is coming at you, I feel. This is somebody who is going to be in their emotional energy and also in their very logical head over heart energy. This person is a great balance of head over heart and heart over head. They know when to use those energies. I feel like for some of you, it could be two separate people, right? I feel like what you don't see coming is there's someone who's very truthful and honest, who will pursue, who will give you transparency. This is the new person, I feel. This is telling me that you want this person to be emotional too, but don't get turned off by someone who comes at you head over heart, because this person wants to protect their heart as well. When the King of Swords shows up, it's because I want to look at it logically and factually first before I get into the emotional stuff. So behind the King of Swords could be where the King of Cups is standing, right? So what you don't see, what you don't see coming here is that there is someone who's truthful and honest, who is ready to start some sort of a new connection with you. The Page of Cups tells me that. All right. So we've got Cancer and Pisces energy. We've got Aquarius. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. We've got Gemini, Aries energy. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. All right, Cappies. Here we go, Capricorn. How are you? Just got through a full moon of yours. There's another one coming up on the 21st. Happy July to you, my friends. Happy Canada Day if you are Canadian. Tell me about Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up for Capricorn, please. Okay. There we are. Capricorn, we start off with the Six of Wands. I feel like this is a week of getting a lot of emotional attention, I want to say. A lot of fire attention. A lot of desire. It's like a lot of people are going to be coming at you, I think, because they want your energy. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's, she's got her back to the crowd, right? This is not the person who follows the crowd. I feel like you're not the person who follows the crowd. I think that you do your own thing when you want to do it. I feel like a lot of people follow you or excited for you. I feel like you've got your back to the whole thing. I think what you want, though, is I feel like I'm talking to someone who loves attention, but I feel like you're waiting for someone to arrive. It's like someone on a white horse to arrive to give you that wreath, right? So back in the day, before they had rings, before they exchanged rings, back in the medieval days, I know that because I'm a medieval nerd, but they would, the matriarch, the mother, would make two wreaths. And whenever these two were together, they would wear the matching wreath so other people would know they're betrothed, they're ready to be wed to them. We do have the Eight of Pentacles. And we do have the Death card. Look, until something changes, I'm not making any decisions. That's what this says. I'm just going to work hard on me, work hard on myself, stay on my path, figure out what I want to do. But I'm not going to be putting any further work into people who are not going to be putting work into me. So if somebody wants me, they can come get me. They can come give me attention. And I feel like that's legit. I feel like you've done too much work on yourself up to here, on this path that you've been on. It's time for you to be courageous enough to hold back and hold your ground. We've got the King of Wands. I feel like there is somebody who is a soulmate who's coming to you in the future, but I feel like you've got your back to it. You're like, I'm not about to work that hard. No, I'm not about to work that hard. You want to give me attention, then give me attention. Otherwise, go. I'm not dealing with this here. I'm not willing to put in any more hard work on any other people. I feel like you've been through it. It feels like you being the King of Wands or Queen of Wands here. It feels like a lot of people continue to give you the passionate energy, but you're very focused on what it is that you are building for yourself. I feel like you're being very practical and moving a little bit slower than usual, but I feel like you're just not down with doing all of the work anymore. Yeah, no, I'm not doing all of the work anymore. Someone else can give me the attention, and I'll wait for it. I'll keep my back to it. I'll wait for it, though. We've got the Judgment card. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. And we've got the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you know what, Capricorn? It's like people come by they take and they take and they take from you. And you can see that these people are just kind of, they've gotten what they want. Now they're off. And this person's coming by and you're giving to them as well. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. It's like I give them and give them. Like I keep giving whoever asks of me, whoever's begging for my attention, begging for my time. I give it to them freely and willingly, but then they leave me on the outside looking in. They leave me out in the cold. So I think you're making a different decision. I think your decision is this. If they want me, they can come get me. Otherwise, I'm good. I'm good, and I'm not willing to put any more energy into relationships that don't work, into jobs that go flat, into people who don't value me like I value me. We do have the Eight of Wands here. Tells me that somebody's about to shoot their shot with you. We did see the King of Fire in the future on the bottom of the deck, right? It does feel like somebody is about to show up here. Tell me about this for Capricorn, please. We have the Hermit energy. We have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is someone I feel that you have had distance with. There's been distance between you and them. There's been silence. The Hermit energy, you can see, has got their lamp out, holding it out towards the Six of Wands, wondering, is this what I want to do? Do I want to be betrothed? Do I want to find someone who is ready to be married or ready to settle down? You could be dealing with a Virgo, could be Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. I feel like you're in this energy of cleaning shit up. I feel like you're like, nope, I'm not, no, you don't get to come here for fire. That's not what I'm doing. And it's not because you don't want the fire. It's not because you're not full of fire, Capricorn. It's because you know that people come by to take whatever they want from you, and they think that you are richer than them. They think that either it's money, so maybe they think you're more wealthy and that they can take it and not have to give back because you're wealthy, you should be giving it to them. It's like an entitlement, right? But it also feels like people come by and take your passion and they don't return the passion, I want to say. So I feel like there is with the Hermit energy here that you've gained a lot of wisdom over the situation, that not everybody that gives you attention is worth you putting the hard work in on. Sometimes it's just they want attention and that's it. We do have the Ten of Swords and we have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like that there is some sort of a painful realization that you're having with the Hermit and the Ten of Swords. It's a painful realization that not everybody that shows up in your life is somebody that you can trust. Not everybody in your life that shows up with a need is not something that you need to fulfill, because you're the overgiver, Capricorn. I see it in action with my Capricorn friends. They give and they give and they give, and then when someone doesn't give back, they're heartbroken. But that now I'm loyal, so I'm just going to stay until it runs itself off into the ditch. So I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here, that everything's about to change. I feel like you're going from a place of painful silence, a place of learning lessons or getting wisdom. I feel like you now have spirit at your back. I want to say with the Wheel of Fortune here, it tells me everything's about to change in divine timing. And it's because you decided to go silent on people who would just give you they would just give you attention in order to get something from you. I don't think you're down with that anymore. The World card is here. So in the future, you're closing this chapter, and it's, the world card is coming full circle. It's like you may have started here. You may have started in a place where I'm too valuable to give my energy freely to everybody who's not going to give back. Maybe you used to be that person. And then over time, you got lonely and you started giving in to people and inviting them in your life, and they started taking and taking. And I feel like you're coming full circle where you're back at this place. No, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this with people anymore. What is about to change for Capricorn, please? What's about to change? I like it. Capricorn, the Two of Cups is about to change. When you get out of your fire energy and you get out of this, oh, look, they're giving me attention, the pick me girl or the pick me boy, when you get out of that energy, I'm not saying that you were in it, maybe you weren't, and maybe that part of the reading's not for you, but for somebody here, they were. And so I feel like what changes, the biggest change, is that we move from being the overgiver, we remove ourselves from being in passion, and just realizing that not everybody that gives us attention is someone that we need to give our all to, right? We don't. I feel like the change is that now you're looking at things from a perspective of love. You're looking at things from a perspective of emotion. And we've got the Page of Swords, right? And the Page of Swords is like a new idea. It's like I've realized that I'm the emperor. I'm the one who always carried everything. It was always my decision. I never had to wait for anyone else to make a decision for me. I feel like the Emperor energy, feminine or masculine, is you, Capricorn, and I feel like you're taking charge of the whole situation. That's what the big change is. I feel like you were allowing people to give you attention, feel like all giddy about that, and then they could get you to do whatever they wanted you to do. In terms of finances, maybe you financed someone's life, maybe you borrowed money you never got back. I don't know what the situation is. Maybe you gave them fire and then they were gone, right? Five of Pentacles. But the Emperor is, you know what? I get it. I've got the wisdom because the Hermit's here. I've got the wisdom. I get it now. What I'm waiting for is someone who's going to reciprocate love. I am not waiting for fire. I'm not waiting for just someone who will give me attention. We've got the Page of Swords, and that tells me here that I feel like you are ready to face things with a clear mind as the Emperor. You're going to get what you want. And if people don't give you what you want, then you're just on your way. I don't think you're going to do it anymore. And I feel like you are looking for a lover here. And let them fight over you. Let them fight. It's time for you to go on your own path. I feel like you're going to let them fight over you. And then we've got someone who's in the background here watching someone walk away onto a new path. Those ones who were only using you for what you could give them, I feel like they're the ones that are going to be fighting over who gets Capricorn. And meanwhile, you're just walking away. You're like, you know what? Nobody gets Capricorn. I make the decisions here. Knight of Swords is in the reverse. And then we have the Tower. I'm not talking to you about this anymore. That's what it looks like. I'm just going to keep it in the dark. I'm just going to keep it where I need to keep it, the Moon energy, and the Knight of Swords in the reverse is I'm just not making a move. I'm just not going to give you my energy anymore, and it's causing towers for people all over the place, because that's what happens with the Empress, right? When we meet people who are toxic, when we meet people who have addictions, people who are addicted to giving other people attention in order to get what they want, it's manipulative, right? And that's what the Devil is here. People cannot manipulate the Emperor. I mean, the Emperor or the Empress, because these people know who they are. They have wisdom. They're willing to wait. They're very patient. They know what they want. And now I've learned the lesson. I've learned the lesson, and I'm no longer going to be taken in by toxicity, by people who are giving me this obsessive attention, right? You're not doing it anymore. You're on your own path and you're doing your own thing, and I think that's really beautiful. So we do have the Emperor and the Empress showed up, by the way. So I feel like you do have a true match coming in, and you're waiting for it. You're no longer dealing with people who are just going to give you attention because they want something from you. We've got Libra and Taurus. We've got Aquarius energy. We've got Aries. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Virgo energy. We've got Capricorn energy. We've got this big decision that you're making. The big decision is I'm no longer giving to people who are not giving back. And that's a Virgo and Pisces energy. We do have Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. Well, I like that for you. All right, Aquarius. Here we are, friends. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Sneak peek for this week for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Tell me what's coming up this week. Sneak peek for this week for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Aquarius, we start out with the Devil energy. Why is that? Why is the Devil energy here? It feels like it's a fear of some sort. Tell me about the Devil energy. Before you start telling me Aquarius isn't scared of anybody, look, externally, Aquarius is never scared of anybody. Internally, Aquarius could be shaken in their boots. Just saying. It doesn't mean that you're impervious to the energy of the Devil. It means that you're just brave enough to get through it. Tell me about the Devil. The King of Pentacles is here. We have the Ten of Wands. Somebody's scared to settle down, but they're trying to get rid of that fear. The Empress. That might have changed your mind, hey? So we do have the Empress here. It feels like somebody here has a fear of settling down. They have a fear of settling down, being the provider, the person who brings all the goods, right? the fear of sharing their abundance. I feel that's you, Aquarius. I feel like the Ten of Wands tells me that it's a heavy burden for you to carry. Having this fear of getting taken advantage of financially or in a material way, to actually settling down to one person and saying, you're my person, let's try and make this work. I feel that scares the hell out of you. You're trying to drop this feeling of having this attachment from the devil, but I feel like it's been really hard. I feel like the reason that you're in all of this energy is because of the Empress. I feel like somebody here knows someone or has met someone who qualifies as the Empress, somebody who really doesn't need you, Aquarius. Somebody who doesn't need you, someone who does their own thing, has their own power. This person is always birthing new ideas, very creative. They could be someone who's in their childbearing years. But it feels like you're trying to drop this fear of stability, of getting into some sort of the next phase of a relationship. The fear is, I come with all the goods. I feel like, Aquarius, you're the one who has the financial stability, who has built yourself up. You've got your house, your car, you've maybe got investments. Like, it feels like you come with a really big portfolio, and your fear that you need to drop is that if you get into a relationship, someone is going to take it to the cleaners. Look, there is a thing called a prenup. And if somebody doesn't love you enough to sign the prenup, then just back away. Then you know what they're there for, right? Because it's not like the other person can't put their stipulations into a prenup, right? It can go both ways. It doesn't have to do with money. Tell me about the devil. What are the fears here? We have the Three of Cups. You have a fear of someone who is going to take you for your money and then put you in a third party. We have the Strength card. Yeah, you're trying to, it feels like it's the courage that you need, because it feels like you're going to have to do this scared. If you want to be with the Empress, you're going to have to do it scared. But the thing is this, is like the Empress is your best bet, because the Empress comes with their own things. Like, this person is stable financially. They're stable emotionally. They're stable of the mind. They're a person who speaks up, runs a business, does their own thing. They don't need your stuff. So maybe it ends up being a prenup, right? So we do have the Five of Cups. Yeah. So I feel like your worry is that the sadness will come, that somebody will hold back from you, or that you're trying to find the courage not to back away from this whole thing. Because I feel like you've worked too damn hard to just give it away to somebody. So make sure that you're making your picks carefully. But I feel like right now, fear has you paralyzed. That I think that you're basing whatever's coming up now with whatever happened in the past. And I think what happened in the past is that people, that you get together with people who like that you have the stability that you are ready to provide, that you have all of the money and things and stuff, the material things, right? And then the Three of Cups starts. This person starts going out with their friends, going out doing things, taking trips without you. Like it feels like that sort of energy. So the Five of Cups is here. You need to make a decision about love, my friend, because I feel like either you have already or you will be meeting the Empress. And the Empress might change your mind about the whole game, might change the whole game for you. Because the Empress doesn't need you, doesn't need your money, doesn't need your stuff. The Empress has her own. And that's who you need, I think. Somebody who's going to put out the fires of this fear here. The fear of falling into sadness because somebody's going to take what is yours. I feel like you have a lot of feelings for the Empress. And this Empress, I feel, has a lot of feelings for you. We do have the Four of Pentacles and the Moon energy. There's things you're hiding. And I think that the things you're hiding from the Empress are that, first of all, I think you're hiding feelings. The Four of Pentacles is shut off, shut down. I'm not vulnerable at all. And the Moon is the place where you're hiding things, hiding emotions, hiding feelings, hiding fears. So the Four of Pentacles and the Moon energy tells me that you are holding on to fear, holding on to the darkness, holding on to that maybe I can't see the way clear. Maybe this isn't the right person. It's like you are holding on to hope that you are going to be able to get on this new path of love or open up some sort of a new heartfelt or emotional path with the Empress. But I feel like the Four of Pentacles is holding you back, and it's holding you to the Moon energy. Tell me more about this. We have the Sun in the reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So what if I end up putting in all the effort, all the work, and then we find out we have these fundamental differences, or we start fighting or have conflicts or disagreements that we can't get over? What if we have personal differences that just won't work out? And I would say that's why you're showing up as the King of Pentacles and not as the King of Swords. I feel like it's time for you to look at it logically and practically. What do I practically want to do going forward? And it means you move slow, dependable, solid, right? Grounded, moving very slow, going over all the details. And there's no reason why you can't date somebody for a couple of years to figure out where is their stable energy at? How stable are they, right? I feel like you're going to test the Empress. The Sun in the reverse feels like, to me, that this is, the Sun is always the Sun when it shows up. But for me, when the Sun shows up in the reverse, for me, first of all, it's the Moon, but the Moon is already here. The Sun in the reverse tells me that you want someone that you can grow with. Someone who's willing to put in the hard work like you are. Because the Sun in the reverse to me is like, this is a happy place to be. But is there growth? I feel like you have a very different criteria than you used to have, Aquarius. And the Aquarian conundrum, I think, that we're showing up here with is, I'll be happy with this person, but will they help me grow? Will they teach me anything? Will I continue to grow and move forward? Because I feel like you grew yourself to here and you're all about growth. The Seven of Pentacles is here. How much of this heavy energy am I going to have to put in just to have an argument that I don't see coming? And if we decide to get into this Four of Wands energy, is it going to work out for me? Tell me if it's going to work out. Look, you're taking a chance on anybody, and anybody can do this to you, but you just need to protect yourself and make sure that you do find yourself an Empress, feminine or masculine. The King of Pentacles is feminine or masculine. Take it as it resonates for you. Yeah, it's like have a conversation, right? We've got the Emperor and the Empress. So we have two people who are at the same stage in their life who have created or collected a lot of wisdom. They have a lot of lessons under their belts, and it's time to make decisions. But first we need clarity of the Ace of Swords. First, the Emperor needs clarity about what can the Empress offer me? Because if this Empress is going to offer me everything except growth, then I don't want it. That's what it feels like here. Yeah, because I don't want to have to just get my heart broken and then have to go at it again and then have to give this person clarity again. So I feel like you just need to move slow. That's what it is. You need to move slow. You need to make some sort of a decision, my friend, about how you're feeling about this person. And I think you will make the decision, and then you'll be able to move forward here. But right now, I feel as we throw these cards, you are in the Two of Swords, which is really stuck. And what do? I really have a lot of feelings for this person. What do I do? So I feel like you are going to move forward, take a step forward, but I feel like you're going to do it slowly, Aquarius. You're going to do it slowly, go over the details, date this person, make sure you know them super solid, really well before you move forward to see if they are the person, because I feel like you've got the money, you've got the material stuff, right? You've got the empire. You don't really need anything from anybody. What you're looking for is loyalty, stability, going slow. Are we going to have longevity here? That's what you're looking for, because I don't think you found that in anyone else just yet. So we do have Cancer and Pisces energy. We have Leo. We have Taurus energy. We also have the Emperor, who is Aries. We have Taurus and Libra energy here. We've got more Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, more Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. All right, Pisces, here we are. Tell me about Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces. Tell me about my two fishes friends. What's coming up for the sneak peek for this week for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces, please. Tell me about Pisces. Pisces, we do have the World card. The World card is in the reverse, which indicates there is some sort of unfinished business here. There's a door that you've left open. It's not yet closed. We've not yet completed the cycle. Tell me more about Pisces. Why is the World card here? This could also tell me that Saturn is in retrograde, which it is. It just began on the 29th. If you don't know what that means for your sign, then go look it up on the internet. But essentially, it's a time of cleanup, my friends. And if you're feeling a little bit ornery or pissed off, there's a reason for it. Tell me about the World card, please. We do have the Two of Wands. What are you waiting for here, my friend? We do have the High Priestess. Something has got your intuition on high. Yep. Pisces, I feel like the Two of Wands, this person is looking into the past, and so is the King. I feel like there is a King of Wands from the past, my friend, who is going to pop up on you. It feels like you know it. I feel like you already know it. This is someone that you do have unfinished business with. Yeah, I feel like your intuition is telling you that the King of Wands is about to show up. The thing is I feel like you're thinking about this person, because this person on the Two of Wands is facing into the past, right? I feel like you know that this person is wants to speak with you or is going to communicate with you. It might, she's holding a phone here, right? It might be that you see them looking at stories, you see them liking posts of yours. I feel like you need to make a decision, is what I want to say. It's time for you to finally close the door. Time for you to close the door of this last chapter. The King of Wands, I feel, is somebody who keeps pursuing you. That's what it feels like. They keep pursuing you. They keep watching you, right? We can see that this king is watching this High Priestess here. You are the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the energy of Pisces, right? It is card number 2. And so as we look at the major arcana, we look at the Fool, we look at what comes next, which is the Magician, right? And then the High Priestess. A lot of people stop right there. In the whole scheme of going from the Fool to the World card, some people stop right there. They have the tools, they have the intuition, but they don't want to put in as much work as they need to put in order to become the Empress, because Empress is number 3 on the list of the major arcana. You have to use your intuition and your tools to become the Empress. The Emperor comes after that. So I feel like I want to say that somebody here is making a decision, and you haven't done it yet, but I feel like this week is the week that you make a decision, that you are closing the door on something. But I feel like this person will continue to pursue you until you finally say to them, I'm not into it, sorry. Until you're finally honest with them. It feels like somebody here is trying to be kind when somebody connects with them that wants something that they can't give them, maybe a passionate night, or you know what I mean? Like maybe something like that, because this King of Wands is is pursuing you, but operating in fire. The Emperor is here. I want to say whatever you're giving up, whatever door you close, you're giving up for something better. We do have the Hermit energy here, and maybe you don't see it just yet. Tell me about the World in the reverse. Why is this door left open here? Why has Pisces left this door open to the end of this cycle? It's like you haven't yet closed the cycle, and that's why they keep pursuing you. That's why they keep coming back, Pisces. We have the Hierophant energy. So sometimes people in the comments will get pissed off with me and say, no old energy. Well, look, I read the cards as they fall. I'm not reading them for you. I'm reading energies that are in the universe, right? Bringing them down. And if they happen to resonate with you, great. And if they don't, go look at your other signs. Like, there really is nothing else more than I can do than that. I'm reading whatever comes out with the sacred geometry. That's all. So the World card, for some of you, this is you are separated, not yet divorced. For some of you, that you have not yet applied for the divorce or got yourself a lawyer, or it feels like that for some of you. But I want to say that for others of you, if it's not that, what you don't realize is once you close the chapter here, you will gain a whole bunch of wisdom. You'll learn a lesson. Like when the Hierophant shows up, that's the teacher, right? And the teacher is trying to teach you a lesson. Your higher self is trying to teach you a lesson, that as long as you continue to stand at the crossroads and wonder about that person and spy on them on social media and figure out what they're doing with their time. As long as you keep doing that, you keep calling this person in. And at this point, it doesn't have as much to do with the tarot reader as it does with your energy. Maybe this isn't your energy and I'm not reading about you, and that's okay. Click on your other energies and figure out what's going on with you. But I do feel that it's almost like your intuition is waiting for this person, 3 wands, waiting for this person to communicate with you again. So for some of you, it's like you are separated, not yet divorced. It's time to get that divorce on the way. Time to get it going here. A lot of people wait for the other person because the other person was going to pay for it, get a lawyer. You're going to have to get a lawyer anyway. But it's time to close the door. And when you close the door, you will get some sort of a lesson. You will receive the wisdom and the keys to the universe, right? The keys to all the questions you've ever wanted, I feel, are waiting there for you. So I want to say that the reason that it's been hard for you to not think about this person or to get them out of your energy, the reason that it's hard even though you have this unfinished business is because this is someone that you have a lot of history with. This is someone that this has been going on for years and years. Some of you months, maybe 6 or 8 months. Others of you, years and years it's been going on. That this person's been pursuing you and you've been kind to them and they've been pursuing you and you've been kind and sort of pushing them away. I feel like it's getting exhausting though. And the King of Wands and the 9 of Wands tell me that the 10 of Wands are here. I feel like you will close this door. I feel like you will drop this energy here with the King of Wands. I feel like you don't want it anymore. You're just being too kind. So we have 6 cups. We have 2 cups. I feel like once you decide to close this chapter and learn the lesson, you get to have a different soulmate. And we do have 6 and 2 is 8. You must disconnect emotionally. It's up to you. You got to close the door, my friend. You're holding the door open. You've got your foot in the door. And that's why this person keeps coming back to pursue you. Now, what payoff are you getting from it? Tell me. Because sometimes it is like this person is super, super sexy, very good looking, feminine or masculine, very desirable. They are attracted to you. You are attracted to them. It's chemistry off the charts, right? And so that might be an ego thing. Maybe you like when they pursue you. Maybe you like that even though you're not going to let them back into your life. Maybe that's what you're getting out of it. It might be what they're getting out of it as well. Maybe they like the chase, and then once they catch you, it's it's not fun anymore. Like we go into this energy of the World card in the reverse with the Hierophant. You got to learn your lesson, my friend. We've got the Page of Wands. You need to put your back to the King of Wands and go on a new path. It's time for a new adventure. Also, the Page of Wands is telling me that this King of Wands is going to be connecting with you soon. And I feel like for some of you, you don't want to hear from this person. But you have not yet closed the door. Therefore, here they come, right? We've got 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 wands here. So I feel like this person is going to come back this time and tell you, look, but I want stability. I want to take it to the next level. I think they're full of it. I'm just saying. We've got 3 more wands. That's 7 wands. You need to put up your boundaries. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need to get better boundaries with this person. You need to shut them down as soon as they show up. I feel like you've been waiting. You're like, where's my new beginning, Elsie? Where is my new beginning? How come it's not coming for me and I see everyone else getting their new beginnings? Why isn't it coming for me? It's because this energetic door is not closed. And as long as you're connected to that person, for any reason, you might say, but we can be friends. Yeah, absolutely you can. But you're holding yourself back from whatever is going to be arriving here. For sure. We've got justice. Look, justice is arriving for you. Karmic justice is here. You are going to get balance. Things are going to be in balance for you, and it's going to give you clarity like you've never realized. Like, it feels like once you get the justice, you're going to be like, oh, okay, that's what was going on. I just need to put up the boundaries and close the door. Because when you do, I feel like something comes rushing in for you. We have the Magician, we have the 5 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Hermit in the distance here. So I want to say that you are going to get some reciprocal energy from someone else. Could be a Gemini. Could Could be Aries. Could be Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. Pisces, like you. Could be a Taurus. Could be a Virgo. Libra. I feel like you are about to meet somebody who will be giving you this justice in reciprocity. The Six of Pentacles is here. Someone is about to give to you like you wished someone would always give to you. And I feel like you've manifested it. I feel like the ships that are coming in is your manifestation, that you're no longer going to be on the outside looking in. You're about to get some reciprocity from someone who I think thinks about you a lot. They are someone who watches you. This person is closing their laptop. I feel like they are someone who is thinking by themselves, finding their wisdom. And I think that they're probably watching you, but they're doing it in silence here. The Five of Pentacles is here. You go from the Five of Pentacles to the Six. You manifest this, whatever is coming in, and you go from feeling like you can't move forward anymore, or you're ready to give up, or you're feeling in lack, to the Six of Pentacles, which is somebody starts really pouring into you a lot. And that's what your karmic justice is here. Got the Knight of Swords, and it's coming fast. So look, I feel like what you need to do is finally close the door on the King of Wands. Whether they are Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or they are acting like that, no matter what sign they are. Now, the King of Wands is the pursuer. There is nothing that will stop the King of Wands from getting what they want. And I feel like in the past, you probably let them in and they didn't really give you a whole lot of stability. So I feel like you're at the crossroads. I feel like you're at the crossroads of waiting. You know that this person's going to pop up again. You feel it in your bones. Your intuition is telling you because you have a knowing. And I feel like this time you're going to close the door. I feel like, what do you have to do to close the door here, Pisces? How do you close the door with this person? It's going to break their heart. You know what? I feel like what you're going to tell them, whether it's true or not, you're going to tell this person that you're in another relationship. I think that's how you're going to close the door. And it's going to be hard for you because this person is a soulmate. They are, and you know that they are. But they aren't good for you because this person keeps pursuing you, but they don't want to put a ring on it. They don't want to settle down. I think that you're going to tell this person, if you're not going to settle down with me, then you just need to go away. Or something of that variation. The Three of Swords and the Four of Wands tells me that you can't find stability in a relationship if you keep acting in fire. If you keep allowing the fire to arrive whenever it wants to, it's not going to happen. I really do believe that once you close that door, that love shows up. The Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, it shows up super quick. So it's time to close these energetic doors. So whether you have to be honest with that person and say, look, we don't want the same things, you know, whether it's that, or that you just tell this person, look, I'm in another relationship, whether you are or not. I feel like it's going to take cutting someone away here. It's probably going to be hard for you to do. It's going to cause some angst. I feel like you've been holding back because you still have romantic feelings for this person. But I feel like what's coming for you is something that will only come once you put up the boundaries. Happiness is here, but you got to put up the boundaries first. Someone is about to come in and give you a whole lot of attention, but it's because you've liberated yourself from a situation. Somebody is about to call you and ask you, can I take you out? And I feel like this is the person who's going to work super hard on this relationship with you. All right, what we got here. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got Gemini energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Aries. We've got Pisces energy, Taurus. And we've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you, Pisces. And all of you, if you've watched up to here. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. We've got some other bonus reads coming up this week. I'm going to go for now. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.